First, what is the law? The law is shorthand for the law of Moses. The law of Moses is what Moses received mostly on Mount Sinai during Israel's Exodus journey from Egypt to the Promised Land. Now, the law of Moses is not a synonym for the Torah. Rather, the law is but a portion of the Torah. What is the law? It is God giving humanity an objective code of morality. It is the defining document telling us what is good and evil and illustrating it through around 600 laws and commands of do's and don'ts so that we know how to behave towards God and towards our fellow man. Now, to fulfill the law means to obey every aspect of it, not just in mechanical ways, but also accomplishing its commands in the spirit they were intended and with a contrite and humble heart. However, for Yeshua, Jesus, it was more than that. The Greek word for fulfill is plēroō. And plēroō has the sense of filling something full, making it all it was intended to be. Now, a good example would be for a husband to say of his wife that she fulfills him as a person. She makes him whole and complete. Another example would be like in the old days, a person would pull into a gas station and tell the attendant, fill her up. That is, put all the gas into my tank that it'll hold. Notice that the meaning never includes the idea of ending, terminating, or abolishing. Thus, as Yeshua said in the book of John, for if you really believed Moses, you'd believe me, because it was about me that he wrote. But if you don't believe what he wrote, how are you going to believe what I say? Yeshua was the only person on earth to have ever kept the law of Moses perfectly and in the fullest spirit and intent of its words. But he is also the one whom Moses spoke of when he said in Deuteronomy, Yehovah will raise up for you a prophet like me from among yourselves, from your own kinsmen. You're to pay attention to him. Just as when you were assembled at Horeb and requested Yehovah your God, don't let me hear the voice of Yehovah my God anymore, or let me see this great fire ever again. If I do, I'll die. Therefore, in those aspects, Yeshua fulfilled the law.
For more teachings of real Bible study and to rediscover God's Word with Tom Bradford, visit Torah Class today on the web, streaming TV, or download the Torah Class mobile app.